Hi everyone, it's Jody from An Eye for Beauty, and today is May 25th, 2024. This is our energy update for this week. It's a holiday weekend and going into the first week of June. We're in Gemini season. We just left Taurus season. So for many of us, and I noticed in my clientele, it has been a very hermit-like energy where everyone is kind of like staying reserved, staying back, and really just being with themselves. And that's typical of Taurus energy. Being alone, keeping to yourself. It is necessary because we have had so much going on in the last couple of months, and we have needed the time to be within, to be with ourselves. You might not actually be within, but you might be tending to be alone because it's helping you to heal. We're all going through our own personal journey of healing, and in tune, we're also collectively going through this healing as well. So wherever that falls for you, you are definitely in some sort of a healing process right now. And we're healing the collective. So this message coming in for this week, we're stepping into Gemini season. That's more communicative. It's more getting out there and sharing your voice, sharing your gift, sharing your company, sharing your light. And it's a lighter energy because that is what Gemini is. It's more of an airy, lighter energy. So we're stepping into that. If you're still feeling the need to take some time to yourself, to stay back, to be alone, do it. You have to do and feel into what is best for your best and highest good. We just had the full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the truth seeker. And you are really being asked to seek the truth within. What do you want? What do you need? What is no longer working for you? What new epiphanies are you having in a relationship or in a situation? Maybe you didn't see it that way, and now you're having a different thought about it or a different perspective where you're really seeing it for what it really is. This is the energy now. And then what comes with that is potentially more healing. Allow yourself to go through whatever you need to go through. We're here on this earth right now to do what we need to do, to clear, to heal, to release, to forgive, to find love in as many situations that you're experiencing on this life at this time. We come here on this earth to learn so many lessons, potentially to work through karma. Karma might be things that went on in another life or in a different part of your life that you are clearing the debt of. And of course, most importantly, to do all things that you can possibly do with love as best as you possibly can. To go into a situation or a relationship or something that you're experiencing right now and not come from the most reactive way, but can you sprinkle in more compassion, love, having the boundaries up, not condoning any behaviors, but coming from more of a calm, a more inner, peaceful, lighter, and more loving way. That is why we are here. And that is the energy of what we are experiencing right now. So I called in, actually I didn't call in. I went over to my closet I have about 50 or more card decks. Who wants to talk today? And the deck that fell out is this deck, which is the fairies. And the fairies have an energy. They are lower to earth, so they definitely have an ego. That's what I meant to say. I don't know what I just said. And so they're really telling us how it is, the way that we need to hear it so we will receive it, because we're humans and we definitely have an ego. And also, I thought it was interesting that I'm wearing purple and the color of the cards is purple. So we're really tuning into the mind space, the claircognizance, the inner knowing. And we're asking the fairies to help us, but I want you to make sure that you're taking enough time to tune in. And maybe you're experiencing head colds or head aches or something within the head space. And if you are, that's part of the clearing process. Allow it to happen. Don't resist it. Let it happen because it's happening for your best and highest good. And I do know many people going through that right now with the head colds and the nasal congestion and all of that. And it's all happening for you. It's not happening to you. So decide now. Card 1, card 1, card 2, and card 3. And 3 cards popped out as I was pulling them, which is very interesting because that's the fairies. So you decide 1, 2, or 3. We're starting with card number 1. Card number 1 is your wish is granted. What you've asked for is coming true. What have you asked for? Is it in your best and highest good? If it involves other people, always remember that they have free will, and that can always change how this shows up. When you have a wish that you want granted, keep in mind that it's not going to happen exactly as you foresee it in your mind's eye. It's more important for you to just have the vision and hold it in your heart of what you want. Maybe it's a relationship. I'll give you an example. It's a relationship you're looking for, a partner, a love partner. Maybe you have all of the qualities that you want in that partner written down, or you have visualized it. But don't be so specific in all the details, because sometimes when we want it to be so perfect, we can push it away from ourselves because we are forcing it to be exactly this way. And if it's not this way, we're like, nope, that's not it. We have to be a little open and a little open-minded. And part of the spiritual journey and doing the spiritual growth is to be more open and to be more inviting and to see things from another perspective. So maybe you're looking for a relationship, a companion and a partner and a love interest. Maybe you're looking for things like romance and loyalty and support and whatever it is that you're looking for. But don't be so specific that you pigeonhole yourself into such a perfectionist way that if it doesn't show up exactly like that, you don't think it's for you. Definitely be open-minded. Your wish is coming. Be open to how it's going to show up. Remember that God is going to give it to you for whatever is in your best and highest good, or something even better. Make sure that you're grateful now. And of course, when it happens, be openly grateful, and additionally add in more gratitude because it's already showed up. That's card number 1. Card number 2 is ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need. Okay, that's funny because the first one is your wish is granted. So usually when we're doing these readings, it's past, present, future, but in this case, it's kind of like present, past, right? It's going backwards. So for the people that chose card number 2, my feeling is that you have more healing to do. There's a lot of green in this card. Ask for what you want. So what I just explained to you is you're asking for what you want, like we talked about in card number 1, but you're being open. You're being open for the universe, for God to show it to you for however it needs to come in your best and highest good, or something even better. But what is more important about this card, card number 2, is that when you think about what it is that you want, make sure that it is in the energy of love, compassion, healing, joy, and happiness. Because sometimes if we're in a lower energy, we will attract that into our lives. And right now you are in a situation, or you're in the energy of healing. So when you're thinking about what it is that you want, make sure that you are not in that same energy of blocks, is what I'm hearing. The same energy of this old pattern, because you're healing the old pattern. And you're stepping into a new way of being. Look at the butterfly wings that this angel is wearing. You are opening yourself up. You are stepping out. You are in a new beginning coming towards you. So we want to make sure that we're letting go of all the old ways of thinking, the old ways of being. We don't want to attract that equally into our lives. So when you think about what it is that you want, keep that in mind. You're in the process of healing. You're in the process of releasing and clearing. And whatever is going to be what you're asking for, you want it to be in that higher level energy, because that is where you're going. Okay, so that is the difference between card 1 and card 2. Card number 3. Card number 3 is all about love. And funny that I was talking to you guys an example for card number 1 about a relationship. But just remember that the most important relationship that you are working on right now is the one you have with yourself. And if you are not loving and romanticizing and caring about and nurturing and being kind to and taking good care of yourself, this is what I mean about that second card. If you are not doing that for yourself, you will attract to yourself what you're actually in right now. And if you're not in that state of taking care of yourself, you might attract in someone who's not really going to take care of you or take care of themselves. And that's not what you really want. So what do you really want? While you're really going through that healing process, what do you really want? And card number 3, people, make sure you're doing that with and for and to yourself first, because that is the most important relationship that you have on this earth. Once you kind of really value and nurture and work on daily and consistently the one that you have with yourself, then the sky's the limit. And you are really going to attract into your life all the wonderful that you're doing for yourself is going to come towards you also. Reap what you sow. And let me read you the card. The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. So when you are romanticizing and taking better care of yourself, that is what you will create towards you in your life. And finally, with card number 3, the Flower Power card came up. I feel like we got this once before this month. So this is just a reminder to buy yourself flowers. That's one way to love yourself or love on yourself. Buy yourself flowers. Have fresh flowers, beautiful flowers. Or if you're a gardener, go out there and garden and really put your hands in the ground and nurture the flowers and talk to the flowers, and know that the power that comes, the energy that comes from the connection that you have with the ground helps us to heal as well. You have angels all around you of divine light. You have the archangels and ascended masters around you. Call upon this energy, call upon these beings to help you, to support you, and to guide you. And always remember, because that's who I work with, the archangels, they're all around you as well. And finally, they are reminding me, I told you they have an ego. I didn't mention the fairies. The fairies are around us as well. The fae. They are all around us. They're in the nature. They want you to connect with them as well, and they will support and guide you as well throughout this week. So take care, guys. I hope you're doing well. You're doing the best you can. Give yourself a pat on the back or give yourselves a hug. And I wish you a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.